Kathy, and it's Monday night. It's like 8:30. I just put the last part of dinner in the oven. I've had a roast chicken in the slow cooker all day, so that's really nice. Um, I'm gonna put it in the oven as well with the veggies and stuff, so that it browns up on the top. Because that's the only thing the slow cooker doesn't do. So it's the first time I've cooked a full chicken, which is interesting. Um, today was our grocery day at Job Network appointment. I was kind of pissed because the chick in my last meeting was just like, oh yeah, we're gonna try and get you a job here and all this stuff, and hadn't heard anything about it, so I just assumed that nothing had been done, because, yeah, and I was just feeling really down yesterday, because it's just like, I got my hopes up, and it's probably not gonna happen, but it might happen, after all, I don't know. They're going through system changes and stuff like that because of things the government's put in place, so, yeah, apart from that, grocery shopping, not fun. Haven't been doing much stitching, but I'm, probably about halfway through Peter Pan. So, it takes me forever to stitch lately, I'm just not into it. I don't know. But, apart from that, I got one of my shirts from Quetty, and it's a Furiosa feminism ripoff parody thing, and I love it. I love it. I really do. It's so awesome. They always send it with gummy bears, which I've already demolished. So, yes, gummy bears don't last long. And just today's experience at the shops was just horrific. So I spoiled myself to another colouring book. This one was 15, and it's these ones are like super intricate and stuff too, which is really cool. Yeah, but yeah, today was just people standing in the way, people that stop right in the centre of the walkways. We had an incident with the disabled bathroom again, as in we were going up to it, and this guy who was able-bodied just went in himself. He was taking a really fucking long time. I was sitting there waiting and waiting, and then finally Andrew knocked on the door and said, "Hey, we have a wheelchair user out here who needs to take a piss. Hurry the fuck up." So he came out and he waited for me to finish so he'd go back in to take a shit. Like, I'm sorry, a disabled bathroom is not a spacious place for you to take a fucking dump. It's for, physically, oh, I can't even think of the fucking word. I'm having a mind blank. It's for people who physically have trouble going to the bathroom to use. People who use mobility aids, like scooters and wheelchairs and stuff like that won't fit into a cubicle. Like, it's not a spacious fucking shit zone. Sorry, no. And then I had to rush into Woolies. We do our shopping at Coles. And then we get our meat from a butcher. But, yeah, my hand is all red and scratched up because this chick came around the corner with her trolley, hit me with the trolley, and refused to move and had to go at me. But because, as she came around and hit me with the trolley, I backed up a bit so she wouldn't hit me directly in the knees. And my hand got slammed into the shelf. So, yeah, that's gonna bruise. Well, I don't know. I might get away with it not bruising, but I have a feeling it's gonna bruise. So, yeah. I was just pissed off. I was done with it. There were kids. No one was watching their kids, and kids kept running in front of me and stuff like that. I almost hit 2 of them. Like, I just gets to a point where I'm about ready to just start taking angles out. If you get in my way, I'm just gonna fucking hit you. Like, I'm sorry, but it takes enough energy. Like, it takes a lot of energy out of me pushing myself around in the wheelchair because I'm not used to it. And it takes a lot. I mean, especially like if you've got areas that got like inclines and stuff. But having to dodge around people while doing that makes it so much worse. It makes it so much harder. I hate people. Like, straight up, I just had one of those days where I just hate people. I came home, laid down for a while, because I knew I had stuff in the slow cooker, so I didn't have to really worry about dinner. So now I've just put the veggies on, and veggies will cook, and then we can eat dinner, and then I'll be watching Q&A because it's Monday, and yeah, just still sort of having one of those days. Andrew is going to Featherdale Wildlife Park tomorrow with his family, and his family don't like me very much, so I'm not invited. So I've told him he needs to maybe get me something from the gift shop, because they have dingo puppies at the moment, and they have like a dingo pup experience where you can go in and you can play with the dingo pups. And I want to so badly because they're fucking adorable. And like the dingoes at Featherdale are all hand raised, so I mean they're still a wild animal, but they're a bit more tame. They have one dingo that they bring around on a lead and harness with a muzzle on, and you can pet him, and he's really cool. I just like animals. But yeah, I have no plans for this week. I'm just going to try and get some stitching done. I think hopefully my 123 stitch order will show up soon. I've ordered the World of Cross Stitching current issue, which I think is 231 or 232, something like that, for the Hummingbird stitch along that Marika is setting up. So I'm going to do that. And I think that's it. It's more just, paying my lay-by off and stuff like that, so not very exciting. Very not exciting at all. But yeah, new colouring book, so I can get some colouring done. Might do that later, because I'm just kind of in the mood for it rather than stitching. But I'll try and get some stitching done first. So, I'll see you later. Hey, it's Gothy. Those fucking dogs. I don't know what it is, but the guy across the road, his dogs always sound, when they bark, they sound like they're being abused, and I don't, yeah, I'm not a fan. They just keep barking a lot. They bark quite a bit, and they just sound horrible. So, last night, I stayed up until like 4:30ish, because I just couldn't sleep, and I wanted to get some stitching done, because I felt motivated to stitch. So then I, thought I'd finished Peter Pan. I put the picture up on Instagram and everything. Went to bed, and about an hour into tossing and turning, I realised that... I'll take that off. There. I haven't stitched the hook at the top. Everything else is done. The back stitch, everything. It's just the hook at the top. So I've got to go back and do that. And then I can move the hoop over. And then I'm going to unpick this little bit of frame here and restitch it in Dinky Dye's Sydney Harbour. I also decided what I'm going to do with the frames is, because there are variations in the yellow one up here and this lavender one, and they're a little bit more noticeable than the ones that are in the Weeks Dye Works ones. So I'm gonna sort of go from, not so variegated, more variegated, super variegated. And just, then that way I don't have to try and find some more flosses that meet what I'm looking for. Oh, this is gonna be dangerous. Booktopia have a no shipping charge at the moment. Oh, what about if I get a colouring book? I want a colouring book. I went looking for some colouring books yesterday, and they didn't really have any. Oh, they're out of stock, though. What about Day of the Dead? Let's just... Okay. I'm gonna have a look at Booktopia. I should really stop just flailing, because, yeah. So I'm doing some washing. I can't, because of my knees, I can't actually get to my clothesline, let alone stand and put things on it, so I use a clothes horse. I just set that up in the lounge room in a sunny spot and just do it that way. It takes forever to dry, but I can't, like, I physically can't put stuff out on the line anymore, so, why did they come up with 5 for adult colouring? I don't know. Anyway, do that. Yeah, so, doing that, I've cleaned the kitchen, oh, I've done the dishes, I've still got to do the stovetop. It's a big job, because no one's done it in a while, and I just don't want to do it. I want someone else to do it. But I've done the dishes, I've put my lunch on, I've got to clean my room up a little bit more, so it's a little messy again. And then I'm going to settle in and do some stitching, finish Peter Pan properly. Oh, I left my phone out in the kitchen. I was just going to check to see if anyone noticed that I haven't done the hook. Because I, like, tagged it up and everything, and I was like, oh yeah! Ah, yeah, okay. Haven't actually finished. No. 41 likes, 1 comment, and the 1 comment is, it looks good. Alright, no one noticed. That's alright. Yeah, so that's my plans for today. Andrew is, Andrew's at Luna Park with his family today, so I'm home by myself. And, yeah. It's not very exciting. At all. Like, we went to the shops and stuff last night, just, like, sort of randomly. And the idea was that I wanted to get some more pens, because I use fine liners for my colouring books if I'm not using my pencils. And some of them are running a little low because I use them a lot. So I went to get some others, and, like, the selection, even at a big office work store, is ridiculous. So I may need to actually find a decent art shop somewhere close and see if that's any better, because, yeah, I ended up grabbing a couple. I should really take them out of my bag. Yeah, but, like, they're pricey too. Like, they're like $2.20 or $2 each, which is a lot of money. 2, 3, 4. There should have been another one. Did I get another one? Yes, I did. Was that one too? No, that's me. Yeah. So I just got 5, and yeah, unsurprisingly, mostly green and blue. So I'll add those into my little. Well, let's do it now. Otherwise, I'm gonna forget. They're gonna sit there for ages. So, but these are the 2 types of fine liners I use. These ones are Staedtler Tri Plus, yeah, Tri Plus fine liners, and then I use the Stabilo .88s. So I have, I have a decent handful of them. Yeah, my cross-stitched pencil case. I was a little insane, and I cross-stitched my pencil case. Yeah, so we went looking for that. Didn't, and, like, I was hoping they'd have, like, one of the packs, and I could just get extras of a whole bunch, but they only had the 10 packs. And they were like $15 as it was, and I was just like, I'm not gonna pay $15 for 10 of them, and they're not even the colours that I need. Like, they don't have the colours that I need, so fuck it. What I did pick up was this little Kobo brand booklight for my e-reader, and yeah, it's actually pretty good. And it uses tiny little batteries, tiny little batteries. And I ordered some battery replacements off eBay. It cost me like $4 for 20 of them. They're, like, really cheap. As opposed to paying, I think we pay $8 per little cell battery here, at least. But yeah, a nice little thing. Cost me $4.50. So I'm quite happy with that, because I'll use it for my e-reader too. So yeah. But that's about it. I'm just... What else do I have to do? I have to finish that first aid stuff so that I'm ready to do that next week. I want to fix my TAFE paperwork up from last semester, put that away somewhere, and then fix my book up and get it all. Because I barely used any of the pages, so I'm not going to go and buy another book. I'm just going to rip out the pages that are written on, keep them aside, and then just, yeah, keep using it. But that's about it. You know, super exciting, the party never stops. Hey, it's Gothy. And I'm colouring, actually. Just started recently. This is from the Lost Ocean book by Johanna Basford. I just, yeah, another one of those days. Woke up and someone has kicked in a panel of our fence in the backyard. Actually, they've kicked in a few, but one of the panels came completely out, and Andrew's managed to put it back in so that, you know, there's not a gaping hole in our back fence and people can't just wander into our backyard and get into the little tin shed and stuff that we've got. But it's not done properly. Like, it's just sort of as much as we could do, because it's a colour-bond fence, so it's got the cap on the top and the cap on the bottom, and yeah. So it's back in, but the fence is all bent in and dinged up and everything. No idea who did it. It happened last night. It was a small group of them. We just heard them banging on people's fences and stuff like that. We didn't actually think that they damaged anything, but apparently they did. And apparently it was us. Don't know why, because people are assholes, basically. But instead of just, like, reported it to the real estate are gonna have someone come out and fix it, but for them to do it, like a quick repair, sort of emergency repair sort of thing, I had to make a police report, and you can't make a police report unless you have a quote for how much it's going to cost to fix it. And it's just like, well, you know, I don't know that because I'm not the one organising the repair. That's on the real estate. No, you've got to give me an amount, otherwise I can't put the report in. And then the real estate wasn't going to put the repair thing in unless I had a report and a report number. So, yeah. I don't know, like, I've never had to buy a fence or repair a fence. I don't know how much it costs, so I just railed off some random number. I was like, yeah, alright, whatever. But, yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah, just fucking assholes, man. So I'm just sitting and colouring. I was stitching for a bit. I finished Peter Pan off properly, and I unpicked what I had done of that one and started stitching it with the new one. So I'll do some more on that later. I just felt like colouring, like, yeah, it's just been one of those days. Yeah, I have no plans for anything, and except to maybe clean my room up a bit, because it's a bit messy again. I had to do that. And I keep hoping my 123 stitch order will arrive soon. Like, 6 days ago, it left Los Angeles. So, I should have it soon. It's just, the tracking hasn't updated, so I don't know where it is at the moment. It's kind of bugging me, because I want it. Now. I mean, not that I'm stitching right now, but still, I want it. But yeah, I'm gonna keep doing some colouring. And I'll clean up my room for a bit, and then do some stitching. Same old, same old. Nothing exciting. Yeah, no mail came for me today as far as I'm aware, so yeah, back to colouring. Hey, it's Gothy, and it's 6:30? Yeah, 6:30 at night. Today was one of those days where I didn't sleep at all, and then just had to get up and do stuff. So then I had a nap after everything was done. So, long story short, I haven't done much stitching. I don't know, I'm just finding it really hard to get into it lately. But I am working on the frame, so let's get in there. I'm gonna do a bit more, do some gaming and stuff as well. I was colouring yesterday too, so I got to this point. Um, Today we went shopping. We did a few things because San Diego Comic Con is on in America at the moment, and there's some things there that I really wanted. I found out that Pop Culture we're gonna have some exclusives, so I was like fighting with the website because the website's just been crashing all day. Um, to see if they had what I wanted, and they don't have anything that I wanted. There's there were some pop figures that I was interested in, but not surprisingly, mostly I wanted the Blizzard stuff. They've got a Demonic Tyrael pop figure, and they've got a 3-pack of Murloc pop figures. They have a Murloc backpack. That's the one thing that I really want. Is it's a Murloc plush backpack. And they've got like a little baby dragon whelping plush. And an Illidan figurine. Like, no surprise why I want that, but yeah, they weren't on the Pop Culture site, and Hot Topic doesn't have them either, not yet anyway. Some of the things are going to go up in the Blizzard store later, but they're going to be different coloured ones. But yeah, some of the stuff's already going up on eBay. People want $130 minimum for the Murloc backpack, which really bugs me because I have a feeling when it gets put into the Blizzard store, it's going to be the pink Murlocs, whereas the one they've released for Comic Con is a blue one. I like blue, I'm not a fan of pink. But yeah, I just want the fucking backpack. It's like a Murloc egg, and there's a little plush Murloc that sits in the back of it, and I want it, and I need it, and yes. But yeah, no luck in that yet. I'll keep checking though. Oh, where's my shirt? Ow. New shirt arrived today. It's Powerpuff Girls, but Deadpool, Spider-Man, and Daredevil. So I got this from Ripped Apparel. I like my shirts big because I like them to be long. So that arrived today. Nothing else has arrived today. I keep hoping that I haven't had any updates on my 123 Stitch package. I don't know where it is. It's now been a week since it's been updated. It was last updated on the 3rd, so I keep hoping that it will just randomly show up at my door, because at this point, I'm kind of getting worried about it. But apart from that, we're just starting to plan October. I have to look into the media pass for EB Expo, just while I'm remembering. EB Expo media pass. Okay. Yeah, because apparently you can get a media pass for EB Expo, which will be good because I went last year and it wasn't bad. Like, I got in for free last year, so yeah, it wasn't bad. It was pretty good, and lots of things to do too. So I'm gonna try and get that going. Another thing to add to the list of things that I'm doing in October, because October is so far. If I do EB Expo, that'll be the first weekend in October. And then there's Book Expo on 17th of October, which I will be going to. I've got to start putting money aside for that because I'm going to want to buy lots of books. There's going to Brisbane, and we've decided we're going to go up a day early and spend a day in Brisbane. I don't know what there is to do in Brisbane, but we're going to be there for the day before. We're going to get there on the Wednesday morning, and we'll be leaving Friday morning. So, we're probably going to crash at a friend's place up there so we don't have to pay for accommodation as well. So now we're just trying to work out flights and what to do up there. And then Andrew, that on the Friday, when we fly back to Sydney, Andrew will be dropping me here and then taking off to go to Dragon Dreaming. And he'll be there for like 3 or 4 days. And then on that same weekend, I believe that same weekend is BlizzCon. So I will be glued to my computer from like what does the time difference work out to be? I think it starts at about 6 a.m. for me. Like, the time difference is quite significant. But yeah, I'll be doing BlizzCon because I always get the virtual ticket. Yeah, and I will be buying stuff from the Blizzard store from the BlizzCon stuff too. Because yes, I have a feeling there's going to be another limited edition pop figure for it, and it's going to go up on eBay and it's going to cost a lot of money, which kind of pisses me off. I'm in two minds about this whole exclusive to events thing because it just sucks for people who just can't afford to go to these events. You know, and then they go up onto eBay. Like, people go and buy it and they put it up on eBay for ridiculous fucking amounts. And I just hate the whole thing. Like, there is a pop figure from, I want to say last year, from Comic Con, and it's an Illidan, and it's a shadow Illidan. So he's instead of being all purple and green, he is like black and green. And he is my holy grail. He is like my one piece that I need, well, except now for Demonic Tyrael, that I need for my collection, because I've got all of the Warcraft ones except for Illidan, the Shadow Illidan. So, but he's still like 200 odd bucks. So, like, and you don't come across him very often either. Which is really annoying because I want Shadow Illidan. That's the last one that I need for the Warcraft ones. Except for now, Demonic Tyrael from Diablo. But, yeah, like, that's my whole Holy Grail piece. And I have a feeling there's going to be another exclusive pop figure that you get in the loot bags for BlizzCon. And I won't be able to afford to get it. And it just shits me off. Also, I really need a job so that I can just buy these things and just, yeah, it's cool. I'm making, $300 a week. I'll put, 30 a week aside. Look, there's a pop figure. Yeah, I would just really like to be able to get things that I want. Like, I sort of can. It's just, I've usually got to put money aside for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks to do it. So, yeah, the joys of being on government benefits is you get fuck all money. And you have to try and make do. I mean, I do okay, considering, I've got my, cross-stitch stuff going and stuff like that. I keep my WoW going. I do okay. I do okay. It'd just be nice to not have to worry about it so much. But, yeah. I just want this. I want that Murloc backpack. Like, I really want that Murloc backpack. But, apart from that, I haven't been doing much. Yesterday was just a easygoing day. A friend of ours has lent us a heater for a little while, and I don't know what it is about my room, but where my computer is in my room just stays cold. Even with a heater in here, like, it just doesn't warm up in this spot. So, yeah, not gonna waste power trying to warm this room up. And, last night, too, that cat came back, and he wasn't up on the fence, and by the time I got to the window and opened it, he'd taken off, but that cat was outside again, and what, like, this weekend is gonna be ridiculously cold. Australia, like, most of New South Wales, Victoria, and the ACT are gonna experience the coldest temperatures they've ever experienced. Because climate change is not a thing. Like, the map that the Bureau of Meteorology put up was like showing like -26, -35 in the Blue Mountains, which, like, just up here. It's not that far from me. And we're looking at a -26. That's never happened. That is not a thing. It's probably going to snow in Mount Druitt, and that is freaking weird. Like, yeah, but it's gonna be fucking freezing, so I'm not looking forward to this the next couple days, because it's supposed to start tomorrow, and it will go until about Wednesday. So We'll see. We'll see. Worst case, you'll probably just get videos of me from bed, like curled up in the electric blanket, like, oh fuck off, it's cold. It's fuck off winter. I've had enough. Yeah. But yeah, that cat was outside, and now I just can't help but think the poor thing's gonna be left outside this weekend, and it's gonna freeze to death because, I mean, it gets cold around here at night. Like, it's. What is it now? Let's have a look. Come to me, internet. Current temperature in my suburb. It says that it's only 10 degrees, but it feels a little colder. We've got like 92% humidity though. Yeah, it's gonna hit 6 degrees tonight. It's not saying it's gonna get too cold this weekend, but they aren't too sure either. They just sort of, yeah. I mean, it's gonna be one of those things where you gotta wait and see how cold it gets. I'm not looking forward to it because it's probably gonna get fucking cold. Like, it's probably gonna be really, really bad. Okay. Don't have to clean the kitchen. I like when I don't have to clean the kitchen. Anyway, yeah, oh, that was the other thing I did yesterday. I taught myself how to use Premiere enough to make a new YouTube intro. So I'm just gonna put some music on it, and I have a new intro. So, yeah. I managed to get it to mostly do what I wanted it to do. Yeah. I will. Yeah, I'll go for now.